welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, I'm Yegi. I'm the owner and founder of Yegi Beauty, which is an eyelash extensions company. We specialize in our product line and also in lash education. So check us out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, anywhere that you can type in Yegi Beauty and see what comes up. But with that said, let's jump into today's tutorial. We are going to do a full set of eyelash extensions, and it is going to be the cat eye style, but with very curly eyelashes. So these are the Mega Volume 2.0 eyelashes, which are easy fanning, and it's in the improved curl and the DD curl. So long story short, they're easy fanning lashes, but they're super curly. Now, I do want to kind of see what you guys think and what you use super curly eyelashes for compared to, for your clients. For me, I think the clients that I see the super curly or the DD eyelashes working the best on are the clients who have deep set eyes or that have really big round eyes. I've seen them having the nicest styles with the very curly eyelashes. So at Yegi Beauty, for educational purposes and for our tutorials in our academy, we love playing around with different lash styles, designs, mapping, curls, in order to really get it down to a science of what lash sets look good on each client. So for that reason, for this model, I am still using the footage for us to kind of see the tips and tricks of how to apply and really get a lot of good knowledge out of it. But one takeaway from this set was that the very curly eyelashes might not have been the best fit on this model. Now, they still look really good and full and dark, so if that's what she likes, great. But from like my point of view as a lash artist with working with a lot of different clients, I would next time probably recommend for this client to try a C curl or a regular D curl instead of a DD curl that's really curly. And that's again because her eyes aren't that big, so the really curly eyelashes are almost, I feel like, making her eyes look narrower instead of opening them up. So let me know what you think. Again, this is a preference and we're still going through trial and error, but let me know if you found any kind of patterns with different curls with your models or clients. For this tutorial, we are going to be using the Mega Volume 2.0 eyelashes in the DD curl. And these are in the improved curl variant, which means that they are really curly and they will hold the curl through a lot of wear and tear. We're using it in the 0.03 thickness, and we're going to use the ultra bonding adhesive, which is also a new very fast drying adhesive. It dries in less than half a second, and it is a black adhesive. And of course, with all our sets, we are using the Yegi primer and the super bonder to make sure that our lash sets are going to last and we're going to have good retention. For the shape and the design of the eye, we're going to do a cat eye shape, and we're going to go from short to long from 9 millimeters until 12 millimeters. This is a good average medium length for the typical client. Here's a clip of her eyelashes before. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use the Yegi Lash Foam Cleanser, and we're going to cleanse her eyelashes. If I'm cleansing her eyelashes while she's laying down, I like to use this Peri bottle, and it is from Amazon, and it makes life a lot easier to kind of wash it and cleanse it while she's laying down versus using a bowl and paper towel. Now, most of the time, to save me time, I do like to send my clients to the bathroom in order for them to fully wash and cleanse their eyes, and then I will get started. Next, we're going to use the under eye patches to hold down her bottom lashes and to protect her under eye skin. Over that, we're going to use the blue sensitive tape and tape down any leftover or any baby eyelashes. We want to make sure that we don't go too high into the waterline, so then we're not causing any irritation to the eye. Next, we can use a little bit of that blue sensitive tape in order to lift up her eyelids so we can see the base of the natural eyelashes better, so our application process is easier. After that, we are priming with the Yegi primer. These are the lip ones. It gives you a little bit of a bigger surface to make sure that you really get every single one of the natural eyelashes primed and ready for the application. Now we're using the fine point Sharpie in order to draw in our mapping that we decided on this client. So although we are doing a cat eye, we are going to put a little bit of shorter lengths in the outer corner after our longest length. For that reason, it's going to go 9, 10, 11, 12, and then a few little 11s in the very outer corner. And this kind of helps give it a lifted look versus for some clients, it may look more droopy if you just do the very long links in the outer corners. And it also protects the outer corner eyelashes that tends to be a little bit shorter or weaker or smaller compared to the rest of the eyelashes. Now I'm using the G10 isolation tweezers in order to isolate one natural eyelash at a time, and then I'm using the A3 Gold application tweezers in order to apply the volume fans. For the eyelashes, I am using the Yegi Mega Volume 2.0 eyelashes, which are easy fanning eyelashes. This helps me save time in making my fans in order to go faster and take more clients and obviously make more money. Now, I can hand make my fans, but a lot of times I do prefer using these easy fanning eyelashes because I can get about the same effect as the handmade fans for a volume set. However, again, it saves me a lot of time, especially for beginners or intermediates. I do recommend easy fanning eyelash, but if you are more advanced, you definitely can also get your time down with handmade fans. And we do cover all of that in our full courses. If you do want to take a course, or if you just commit to watching all the videos, you can learn a lot just even from the YouTube videos. One other thing I want to mention about the Yegi Mega Volume Easy Fanning Eyelashes is that they do seem to be a little bit more on the pricey side compared to handmade fans. Like our mink eyelashes are only about like $15 compared to the Mega Volumes are in the higher 20s or 30s. And the reason for that is you do get more eyelashes, individual eyelashes in the easy fanning ones, because the technology of it, they're almost like double layers where you get more eyelashes within that tray, so you can do more sets with it, so then it still ends up being cost effective. So I'm going to time-lapse part of this video just because you cannot see in too much detail of the isolation and application of exactly where the lash is being placed or how the fan was made. I'll go ahead and insert a clip so you guys can see the isolation, application, and how the fan is made more easily, and it'll be more educational for you guys. But just use the rest of the video to kind of see how it's filling in, and I'll go ahead and pause and give you guys some tips and tricks along the way. So we're gonna isolate and have one natural eyelash again. Now let me show you guys how to make the volume fan with these easy fanning eyelashes. So we're gonna pick it up at the base right where the eyelash glue band ends. And we're gonna pick a good amount. So depending on if you wanna do 4D, 5D, 6D, 10D eyelash, you just don't wanna make them too thick in comparison to the client's natural lashes. But we're gonna put it on the side, on the sticky part. We're gonna leave the ends out a little bit, and we're gonna roll our tweezers over the base of the extensions, and you can fan them out as wide as you would like. You can also give the base a little pinch if you want to make them as V-shaped as possible, and adjust your fan to however wide you prefer. And remember, the wider the fan, the fluffier your sets will look, and the narrower the fan, the darker and denser your sets will look. But that's how you make a fan. Let me show you one more time. Again, grab it at the base, put it right next to you. And the quality of the lashes matter a lot too, because it can fan out nice and easy and be at good quality, keep the curl, and really work with you instead of against you. So these are engineered to have the perfect amount of stickiness, perfect amount of lashes in order for them to fan easily and still keep their curl through extreme heat, and also bond really well to the natural eyelashes. So that's another negative thing I hear with easy fanning versus handmade fans is that they don't bond or they don't last as long, but it's not true. I have 4-week great retention with these eyelashes if you're using them properly and also using a good adhesive. Get nice perfect fans, save you time, save you money and energy, and you get a nice V-shaped fans. These have been a game changer forever, although right now also a lot of people do like the handmade flower bouquet technique, and that's something we also teach and work with. These are, I think, always my favorite because of how quick and easy they are. Gonna grab our fan that we just made, and we don't pre-make them, we just apply them as we go. And the reason for this is because it does we don't need to have extra adhesive on it with making it and then using it again. They're quick and fast enough where you can just make and go and really make a nice full set without pre-making it before you do the set. Okay, then we're gonna dip it in the glue and I'll show you how. And we're gonna grab the fan right about at that level. So it's like not fully halfway, but a little bit below halfway. So after the ends that are together. So now when I grab it here, I'm gonna dip it in the glue. So I'm gonna dip about that much, okay? And I do like to wipe the glue off. It does not get in the way of retention or anything for me. And then we're gonna glue it right underneath. Now you can choose to glue it anywhere on the natural eyelash as long as it's bonded. Want to hold it in place for it to kind of dry nice and wide. Then we're gently gonna release our tweezers without messing with the fan so it could fully dry. If you pay attention, you will see now instead of using the tape, just pulling up the eyelid from the center of the eye, we're suturing it and putting it from the inner and outer corner. Now, depending on the client, we will move the taping in order to see whatever area we're working on better. And especially for the inner and outer corners, I would recommend different taping techniques so you can really not miss any of those hairs because it will create such a difference in your sets. Now, we'll link below another video that's really just dedicated to inner and outer corner taping and application to help you with that if that's what you need help with. So we normally like to use the glue ring in order to hold our adhesive in order to work faster. However, sometimes we do use the glue holder that you see in the video that we can place next to us or a jade stone, and we can link all of that below if you want to try that out. And the purpose of that is especially in the summer when it's so hot and our body temperatures can rise, the glue ring being in your finger and the temperature rising can also make the adhesive not work as well as it would. And again, each adhesive has a different temperature that would work well in, so make sure you're also following the manufacturer's instructions for your room temperature of about how hot or cold you should keep your room. As the lashes start filling in, we can brush throughout the process, but what I would recommend is make sure you're not brushing the lashes so frequently. Some people, after placing one or two, they'll brush it to see how it's looking, but keep in mind everything is still kind of curing and setting with your adhesive. You don't want to overbrush. Overbrushing can really cause your retention not to last. Now, I do want you guys to pay attention that you can place the extensions underneath the client's natural eyelashes. Sometimes for clients who have curlier eyelashes or shorter eyelashes, it is easier to place them underneath and kind of scoop up the natural lashes. And I think it also helps with retention and how your sets are lasting. So that's one thing you can try. The only time you probably will have a hard time gluing an extension underneath a natural lash is if the client actually has really straight eyelashes and it's kind of hard to get underneath. But besides that, again, remember you can glue the extension underneath, on the side, anywhere on the base of the natural eyelashes, as long as it's being bonded properly and sitting nice and flat and straight at the base. Now we're just going to go ahead and keep isolating and applying throughout the eye, jumping around, filling them in. We want to apply on every single one of the natural eyelashes with the exception of the very small baby hairs. Now when it feels like you're almost done or it looks nice and full, we're going to give it a nice brush through and then double check and see if there's any more of the natural eyelashes we can apply on. Most of the time, even when they look full, if you really go in there, there is some more natural eyelashes you can apply on. I always say this, but it does help you with clients. If the more you apply, the longer and better they last, and the happier your client is. So you can build faster and better clientele. Last thing we're going to do is check to make sure there's no stuckage in the under eye patch before we go ahead and remove it and do our final seal with the super bonder, and then she's all done. But just make sure that before you apply the super bonder, you are drying the extensions for about 3 minutes, and then after you apply the super bonder, again, you're drying the extensions for about 3 minutes. That's going to give you the best retention. Here is the before and after of our beautiful model and the final look. Please let me know what you think. But from my trial and error with clients and different curls, I did notice the super curly, like the DD curl, does look best on clients who have deep set eyes or really big eyes. I think it gives it a really cool effect. But let me know what you think and if you've noticed any pattern with your clients. Comment below and let me know. See you guys next time. Bye. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know what mapping style you would have done on this client if they walked through your door.